$120. Nerf finally has the Pro Stryfe. I finally picked it up. I'm sorry, I'm just a little mad about the price, but overall, it's still awesome to have this. So, of course, this is the Stryfe X, which is of course, one of the most iconic Nerf blasters of all time, which we will do a comparison at the end of the video. But of course, on the back of the box, it includes eyewear, a magazine, the blaster, Nerf's very first LiPo-powered battery, and of course, 150 FPS claim, and then of course, the marketing for their other attachments, which I can't find currently. But no unboxing for this, or cool unboxing segment. We're going to see this live. I have avoided this thing since I got it yesterday, because I want my impression to be clear first of how this is. So, it's already promising. Give me a second, folks. In the heck? Oh, there's the eyewear, USB charger, something. And then I believe inside we have... Nobody's got time for that. Alrighty, I'm starting to see her. I feel this must be the LiPo battery itself. Oh, it also might have darts as well. Nope, this is the battery. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Hasbro's first official LiPo battery. A little hefty, but pretty light overall. 30 of their new AccuStrike half-length darts. And the blaster itself, along with the magazine. Alrighty, is there anything else in this box? Literally nothing. Alright, here she is, folks. The Stryfe X, Nerf's very first Pro blaster. Already it feels really cool. And then, of course, when it's all compatible. Interesting. Alrighty. Alrighty, external overview of the Stryfe X. If you haven't seen the review on the Stryfe or anything like that, this might be new to you, but there's no in-strike barrel lug on this particular version. Honestly, when you think about it, no Nerf barrel could be good for a half-length dart. Up above, we do have a sling attachment point. Down below, instead of Picatinny or regular Nerf rails, these are rival rails. So not all attachments are going to work on this, but that's just to be expected. Now, this is where really this becomes a true, tried and true, like modder's perspective of the Stryfe. This is an extended flywheel cage. Modders have been doing this for a long, long time, and it's really cool. And then, of course, back behind, we do have the battery release. So you press this button down, you flip the switch, and the battery comes out. Like I said, this is Nerf's very first LiPo battery. And honestly, my only gripe so far is how kind of offset it is. For a lefty, it's terrible. For a righty, it makes it work. And now down below, we do have the magazine. And to remove the mag, it's actually different from the Stryfe, because at first, you just extend your middle finger right there. But honestly, the middle finger now can be used more for the switch, even though it's a tricky switch. But this is a paddle design, so you just take it out like that. The included magazine holds 15 darts, and the one complaint I've seen about this, honestly, this one actually doesn't feel that bad. Some people said this feels cheap, and it feels okay. Now, to the magwell. The magwell... Sorry, guys, just fun. The magwell, unfortunately, is only compatible with a few certain magazines. So, for example, X-Shot magazines do not work at all. I brought two because I did want to test them. So, one dart zone. Yep, nope. So, there are only two magazines that work inside the Stryfe X, and that is the Worker Talon mags, and then another Worker magazine, I can't remember its name, but it was also designed by Out of Darts. Out of Darts had a lot of say in how this blaster got made, and so far, impressive. Above, we do have a jam door. To get in there, you can clear our jams and malfunctions. I haven't even shot this thing yet. and I'm just excited too. Of course, back behind we do have another rival rail. And then down to the trigger. The trigger pull is a semi-automatic, and of course this is going to get loud. You just feel that vibrating. And then, of course, down to the trigger pull is a mechanically operated semi-automatic system, and honestly feels a little bit smoother than the Stryfe, which is kind of nice. Of course, the rev trigger is the exact same. Now down to the grip. Another example to where this has been a tried and true inspiration from modders. This is a grip extension. So instead of the original Stryfe grip, which ended about right here, they extended the grip to make it a lot more comfy. And it does change it a little bit into the form of you do have a sling attachment point down here. So that is the external overview of the Stryfe X. Initially, it is a very cool package, but like I said, this is $121, and honestly, this is going to get a little weird. The ergonomics on it are definitely weird. Like, it's weird having this offset heavy side, but one thing I could complain about right away, no decal on this side. Do you see that, folks? But now, I will let this thing probably get a quick charge, even though I think we could just cut straight into the firing demo. So, let's go. Starting off the AccuStrike half-length darts. My God. Now some X-shot darts. That thing is going to shatter your light. Now some Dart Zone darts, the Dart Zone Max darts. Oh. Now lastly, Adventure Force Pro darts from Walmart. About the same. So overall, firing this thing is an absolute blast. It's so freaking cool to have a LiPo powered blaster. Like, LiPos really do change the game, and if I can get this off, I could just describe it better. There we go. LiPos really changed the game. There's a reason why Nerf modders have been using LiPos for years now, because their rev time, like, just by slightly, already full rev, and it's amazing. The performance is good, and like I said, this thing does shoot, I believe it shoots about 150. I think with certain darts it's a little picky, but that is all the objective information I possibly have on this thing, and now to my personal opinion, which is going to get a little mixed. So I think the Stryfe X is an amazing blaster. It feels well. It is awesome to wield. It's so powerful. It's very fun to use, and it feels so good. That being said, though, I don't think I can give the best recommendation to this. Now, here's what it is. It's a great blaster. It's a great upgrade over the original Stryfe. Like I said, the grip, in my opinion, is much better. It feels more comfortable to an adult hand. The Stryfe grip, it does feel a little tiny, and that's not a bad thing. But the performance, 70 FPS to 150 FPS, it's a nice little upgrade to the classic Stryfe, and it's something that a lot of people will appreciate, because to most people, especially to Coop 772, miss you, oh great Nerf god. Honestly, I remember the one joke I was making with Brickosaurus, the fact that Nerf announced that they were making this right as Coop 772 left. I think he'd be proud of this. Now, of course, that does say, like, here's why I'm not going to give this best opinion. It's price. Its price ruins it. in my personal opinion, this isn't worth $120. I'd buy this if it was worth like $80 or $60. $120 is a little too much. And yes, I do get why they're making it that price, because when you think about it, you're overall getting this is pretty much the package you're getting when you look at how this is. You're getting the blaster itself, which is of great quality. You're getting a USB charger. You're getting a LiPo battery, Nerf's very first LiPo battery again. Some safety glasses, which are about the same as usually what Dart Zone uses, and from what I've seen, these are better. A single magazine and 30 darts. And I wanted to talk about the darts themselves. So if you don't remember the original AccuStrike dart, that's what these are. They're just slightly colored different, but that's what they're designed after. Pretty much if you cut down a half-length dart, you'd have more of these. The only problem is these darts aren't going to work in every single blaster. In flywheels, they're going to work great. The springers, no. I've said this before. When the head is about as wide as the foam itself, it's not going to lead to a pretty good performance. It's going to drag inside the barrel. But again, for a flywheel blaster like this, it's okay. But again, just I want to give this thing a good opinion, but I can't accept that price point. I just can't. And honestly, to where my opinion kind of goes to where if you want a blaster like this, I'd recommend the Omnia Pro. The Omnia Pro from Dart Zone is a far superior blaster at $90. And at $90, you're getting single fire, triple burst, and fully automatic in one package. You're getting a stock. You're getting a LiPo battery. You're getting 2 magazines. You're getting so much more for a better price. At $120 for a blaster like this that doesn't have any paint on the other side, Hasbro, it's not worth it. But I'm not trying to down this thing too much because it is cool. One of the gripes that I do have, but again, like, it's cool that you could put your favorite Nerf stock on there and make this thing like a rifle. I just wish it still had the barrel attachment point at the front, but I know why it doesn't, because you can't realistically shoot these through a proper Nerf barrel because they're going to lead to inaccurate performance. But throwing whatever stock you want on there is really good. I think the worker stock looks best on it. Just difficult finding a color for it. But overall, that's kind of where my opinion is, and I'm not trying to wish people away from this, because the fact that this thing exists now is phenomenal. It's just, if you're looking to get this, I'd wait for it to go on sale. I'd wait for Black Friday to bring this down to hopefully a more reasonable price, because it's cool. It's a really cool blaster. It's got a good feel. I like the color scheme, as it's like AccuStrike / Gear Up. It's just, I'd wait. But it's just, the main selling point, the reason why I don't recommend this is just because of the price. Because Brigosaurus 227, my new friend, he can't even pick this up yet because it's so expensive. But that shouldn't deter you too much. If you absolutely need to have this, I'd recommend it, because I personally do like the feeling of this a little bit better than the Omnia Pro, just because it feels familiar to me. It's a good feeling, and it's awesome. But thank you guys so much for checking out my review. This was such a fun one to get. Gotta get that money back, though. $120. Yeesh. But it just feels awesome to have this. Thank you guys so much again for watching the video. Much love, blast on, and stay tactical!